What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Goblin, and today I'm coming in with a rant slash, I don't know, just kind of a random topic commentary. I don't really know how to categorize this one, so I guess I'll call this a rant. I don't really know, but basically this one is just about YouTube money and the logistics of it and people's misconceptions about it and what it really is, because a lot of people think that, you know, if you have 1K subs or if you have like 10K subs, you're making bank off of YouTube. That is not true. Believe me, it is not. It is not. But we're going to dive into that later. What I want to mention first, before I get into this, is I want to thank you guys a shit ton for all of the support I've been getting lately. We've been dropping 90 plus likes on all of these recent uploads, and it's been absolutely fantastic. So let's go for 80 likes on this video. I really hope we can nail it. You know, smack the like button if you enjoyed the commentary, if you reach the end of it, or whenever you exit out. Don't forget to like it before you leave. Drop a comment sharing your thoughts on YouTube money. If you're a YouTuber, I'd love to hear your opinions yourself on YouTube money, if you disagree with anything I say here or anything like that, because, you know, feedback's always welcome, especially on a video like this. I feel that feedback is kind of important to the video, and, you know, this video is kind of made for discussion. So anyways, moving on, I'm going to be giving you guys kind of a rundown of how the whole YouTube money thing works. Now, if you're already a YouTuber, you have really no reason to listen to this part. You already know the logistics of it, how to earn it, how much you should usually get per like 1,000 views and stuff like that. So a lot of people have this misconception that if you get, let's say, 10,000 views, you're earning a lot of money, and that's not true at all. Because the average pay rate, let's say, this is just kind of, I'm pulling this out of my ass, but from what I've like been told by my friends that do YouTube that are partnered and get paid for the views and stuff like that, the average pay rate per 1,000 views is maybe $1.50, $2 CPM. And what CPM is that's basically how much money you're gonna get per 1,000 views. And that may sound good and that may sound fine and dandy and all, and for guys like PewDiePie, that's great because he drops like 5 million views a video. But people are thinking that people like myself are sitting out here making like $5,000 a year, which is, oh my god, I'd love that, but I'm not in YouTube for money. I mean, hey, money's an extra perk, but I'm not in it for that, and B, I am nowhere near that, nor will I be anytime soon. Now, how it works is not all of the views that you get on your videos are actual, like, payable views. There's something called monetized views, and I'm actually not even quite sure how these work myself. I know that there's a certain amount of these views that are monetizable views, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong if you know anything more about this, it is all the views that are on the computer, because mobile views I don't believe can be monetized or anything off of like Xboxes or stuff like that, which is why, you know, all these computer viewers, you know, we love you guys, us YouTubers, we got love for you guys. But anyways, unless you use ad block, then we don't have love for you guys. But anyways, moving on. So that's basically, let's say you drop 1,000 views on a video. Great, fine and dandy. You think you're going to make $1.50 if you don't know much about the whole monetizable views thing. No, that is not true. You'll probably be making off of 1K views, you'll maybe get, I'm just kind of guessing right now, maybe like 400 monetizable views, 400, 500, and then the rest will be like mobile, Xbox, random other devices like that. 400, 500 views, you're making maybe like 60 cents off that video, 60, 70, somewhere around that, depending on your network that you are partnered with. And that doesn't sound like much. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't really sound like much, but it adds up. However, you can't really go into YouTube with the mentality of doing it for money, because a lot of these channels that I see nowadays, they go in and you can tell when someone's doing it for money because they don't quite have the same level of excitement for videos and the same level of motivation and enthusiasm and stuff like that. You can tell that when, you know, for example, when someone's not dropping views, let's say, and they're doing YouTube for money, if they're not getting a lot of views on their videos like they want to, they'd kill for, they used to be, like let's say their ratings slowed down, for example, like Wings of Redemption, then, you know, naturally you're going to be able to tell that they kind of don't really give a shit about their subs. And that's kind of, I don't understand why some of these douchebags on YouTube are big, because they're obviously in it for money, and because of that, they don't really care about their audience unless they're sitting on a laptop watching their videos, or a desktop, you know, because that earns them money. And it's just, my advice to you guys, if you guys ever want to get into YouTube, if you're in it right now, do not do it for money. Don't do it with the sole intent for money. You don't think of an idea for a video with the thought of, yeah, this is going to get a ton of views, I'm going to make a lot of money off this. Instead, you make a video with the thought and the intent of, oh, this is going to get a lot of views, I'm going to get a lot of subs off of this. You know, you have to go at YouTube with that mentality and that attitude of, I want to become well known, not I want to become rich. You can't just go at YouTube like that, because YouTube money, it is not a lot, you know, in my opinion. And, you know, maybe it depends on the network. I'm not really sure. It depends on what kind of sponsorships you have, connections, stuff like that. You would need at least like 500,000 subscribers, 400,000, maybe 300,000, depending on the views you're dropping, because it all depends on how many videos you have uploaded, views per day, stuff like that. And that stacks up over time. But maybe 200K, 300K, maybe even 400K subs to make a living off of YouTube. A lot of people think like, oh, if you hit 100K, you're making a living. 100K, you wouldn't really be making a ton of money, and you could try, you could go for it. I mean, good luck with that, but you're probably going to be living in your mom's basement or a trailer for a little while with that the salary you'd be getting off 100K subs. Because what I've seen off of these 100K channels is they're dropping maybe like 30, 40K views a day, some of them more, excuse me. It depends on like if they have any viral uploads that drop like 1 million views or 100K views or crazy stuff like that. So, you know, for example, if you're making 50K views a day, you're making, let's say, per 1K, and 50K monetizable is what I'm talking about. Let's say you have 50K monetizable. All right, great. That's $1.50, let's say. We'll round it up to $2 per 1,000 views. That means that every 10,000 views, you're dropping $20. Now think about that. 20 times 5, $100 a day. You're not making a living off that. No, you're not, buddy. Well, I guess you could, but that's essentially a bit over minimum wage. And yeah, it's an easy job. Well, actually, no, I take that back. It's not an easy job. YouTube is not easy if you go at it with money. It's not. And if you do it like myself, when you go at it for fun, YouTube's the easiest thing in the world because you're having fun. It's like sitting down and playing a video game. It's like doing your hobby, you know? It's fun. But if you go at it for money, it's not like, how do I put this? I'm trying to think of how to word this. It's not an easy job. It's not. Because instead of sitting here and having a genuine passion and motivation for YouTube, you have to sit here and think, all right, which one of these 3 ideas that I have written down here in a notepad file on my laptop is going to make me the most money and views? And that makes it a very, very difficult job because you don't give 2 fucks about what you're doing. You couldn't give any less shit. You're just doing what's getting you paid. For fuck's sake, you would do vlogs instead of gaming if it got you more money. I mean, that's just kind of the money mentality on YouTube, and you can't go at it like that. And a lot of people who don't do YouTube at all have this misconception of the amount of money that people make on YouTube, and it just, I don't know. I kind of wanted to clarify things. I wanted to get that off my chest because, you know, I was talking to some dudes the other day who were talking about, you know, bragging about how much money they make off of YouTube and shit like that. Going like, oh yeah, I make like $1,000 a year. Oh yeah, I make like, you know, like $200 a month, shit like that. And I know that one of you, if you watch this whole commentary to this point, you're going to assume it's you. Believe me, it is not you. You know who you are because I was playing Ground War with you, hint, hint, nudge, nudge. But anyways, so just moving on from all that, you know, it's just a lot of people think that YouTubers are rich as shit if you have like 10K subs and you're dropping like 5K views a day. Man, that guy must be rich. No, that's not true at all. They're making like what, 5K views a day, maybe like $10 a day, maybe. So yeah, I just wanted to clear some things up. I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. If you have any thoughts on the YouTube money and money whores and stuff like that, drop a comment saying it. You know, share your thoughts. I'd love to see some real good feedback on this video, some nice long comments to read over, because I don't know, I want to get your guys' opinion on just people who do YouTube for money and just money from this as a whole, you know? So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let's go for 80 likes like I mentioned earlier. Smack the like button if you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.
We taking trips on the island. My bitch bad, she from the island. Where the plug? He on the island. No Gilligan.